You're watching Tammy B. Jones, where if you don't want to buy it, then just DIY it with your home inspire. Hi, guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to be flipping this foyer. Yes, okay, so you know I laid this wood down, and now I'm going to rip these mirrors off. Look at that, you guys. Yes, it tore some of the sheetrock, but it's okay because we're not going to worry about mudding and sanding this thing. We're going to put something else more spectacular on this wall. But first, before we do that, I want to go ahead and hurry up and put together this IKEA bookshelf. You guys saw me haul it, and I promised you that I would share with you putting it together and unboxing it. So I'm just gonna add this to this video, and I hope you don't mind. So putting it together was tedious because IKEA do not give you like word directions. They only give you picture directions, and it's very small. So you have to pay attention very closely at holes in the wood on the images, and you definitely need to wear glasses when you're trying to figure out if there's if the directions telling you to do something particular or turn a piece of wood a certain way. But lucky for me, I got it up. Although the last two dressers took me about an hour and a half to do them both. The top drawer was a piece of cake. But would you look at that? This is awesome. Only thing missing is mirrors. You know I love mirrors in my foyer. But first, let's take a look at the inside. And you can see this is a very narrow drawer, so my hand is pretty much almost the same width. And I'm using that drawer for my mail. And this drawer would definitely be a catch-all for our shoes because we often kick our shoes off as soon as we enter the front door. And our living room is just too fab to have shoes piled up in the foyer, okay? So I've had about enough of it. And so now I built this shelf. I put the shelf together. I purchased it for $99 at IKEA. And we're going to use the bottom shelf, the bottom bin for our guests. So when they come over, they can put their shoes away too. Because my daughter often have about 3 or 4 kids over at a time. And it's crowded with shoes there. Okay, so next we're going to do the mirrors. And we first going to talk about we need mirror tape. And we need to get some mirrors from Home Depot. This box of 6 mirrors is a 12 by 12, 6 in a box. And I'm also recycling the mirrors that were on the wall. Yeah, they look a little bit different because I removed that black plastic frame off of it. And I'm going to share with you how I did that. So removing the paper was easy. And if I could recall, I think I got these mirrors from Home Depot as well. The ones in front of me with the gold frame, I purchased because I was going to remove the frame on them and do the same thing. But I'm taking these bad boys back because I could not get the paper off the back of them. They're so heavily glued that they don't want them to fall apart. So would you look at that? So these are the tools I'm going to use. And you see the little key with the ball on the end? That's going to be my main cutter. Both of these are cutters, but it works better. Okay, I wanted a triangle cut because I'm doing diagonal accent wall in these mirror tiles. And when you're doing diagonal, not every piece is gonna be enough. So you have to fill in the empty holes. So starting with this mirror, I laid tape down and then I put the ruler over it and I taped the ruler down so that the ruler wouldn't slide back because I wanted to make sure my cuts are straight and precise and very sharp. So I held on tight to my mirror cutter, as you can see the angle, and I just drug it until I heard like splitting, cracking sound. You can feel it tearing and ripping into the mirror. But I would suggest wearing goggles. I didn't. And you guys, please overlook at me. I look a hot mess. It's early in the morning and I'm still in PJs. So I just saw the light. I came downstairs to get a glass of water and I saw the light and I was like, let me go ahead and do this right quick. Okay, so to break the mirror, once you cut it, just put it close to the edge, hold both ends firmly and pop. Voila. See how simple that was? Yes, it looks simple now, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. I went through about 6 mirrors before I got to learning how to do it because I wasn't using tape. Okay, so let's do it again. I'm gonna show you one more time. I taped off the mirror. I made sure from corner to corner, made sure my line was perfect and smooth. And then I apply the ruler to make sure that it's something strong enough to keep me from cutting into the tape because I was having that problem earlier. I was cutting into the tape even though I was trying to use the tape as a border. And I also put tape on the ruler to keep the ruler from sliding back. And I tried to hold the ruler down as firm as possible. And as well with the mirror cutter. As you see, I use the ball as pressing my thumb, making sure I'm really dragging it really tight and strong. And oh, don't let me forget to tell you, see that little black canister on the floor beside me? That's oil. So before you start cutting, you have to first oil your cutter. And I only did it one time throughout this entire process. So you really don't need a lot of oil. Okay, so once you get it, you just take it to the edge and break the mirror. And you're I mean, you can't go wrong with using the tape and a ruler. So I have now, I cut six mirrors, and so now I have 12 corner pieces. And I'll show you why I needed these corner pieces in just a second. But I first want to share with you my mess. Okay, see all the mirrors that I went through? And that's because I was not using a ruler with it. I had just taped it off, but I did not use a ruler. Okay, so this is the corner piece that you just saw me cut, the little triangles. And this is a key factor in starting this process. So you first want to build your corners in first, and then you can use your squares as diamond shapes and they'll flow quite well. And this will fill in each triangle indent. You'll see like a spot that you need to fill in, and it has to be a triangle piece. So it's important to have those to get started. And I'm using the tape, and the tape was $2.97 from Walmart. But trust me, the Dollar Tree sell the same tape, and it's $1. Unfortunately, I wasn't thinking when I did that, and I had forgotten about it, and I was there, so I just went ahead and grabbed it. But do you see what I'm doing? What I'm doing now? Okay, so I'm going diagonal, diamond shape, and I'm using the triangles that I cut to fill in the spots that are close to the ceiling, that are half pieces. So my half diamond and then my whole diamond. Be careful with this tape, you guys. When you put the tape on the back, and what I did was put one in each corner and a little tiny one in the center, maybe 1 inch size pieces of tape. It's very, very strong. And immediately when it touches the wall, it was permanent. I was not able to remove the mirror. So if you make a mistake, you know, you're stuck because that mirror is not coming off. Let's maybe you break it and maybe jimmy it up with the hammer or something. But so be careful when you're doing this. Go ahead and measure it before you put the tape on it, then come back and do it and put the tape on it. So here's what it's looking like so far, you guys. What do you think of the pattern that I chose? Okay, so this is all I'm doing with the tape that you didn't get to see, is that I am applying it corner to corner and a little piece in the middle, and it peels off. So, but you need to make sure that this doesn't touch the tape, does not touch the wall until you are certainly sure that everything is lined up perfectly. Because you see how I'm taking my time? Once it hit that wall, it's stuck there. I promise you. And I don't even know why I'm pounding because it's not even necessary. Totally not necessary. I'm really loving the way this looks. So I'm just sharing with you what phase and what step I'm into right now. And there is the other corner all nice and done. And you guys, I'm going to have to remove the dresser because the dresser screws to the wall. And I'm just going to go around it so it can be smooth. But I'm not able to put mirrors behind the dresser because the dresser screws to the wall. So this is going to make it easier and less um, less tiles are needed. So the dresser has been removed. I filled in, I'm almost finished, and I'm absolutely loving it. Okay, now that I got the dresser in, as you can see at the bottom left and on the bottom right, down at the bottom, the mirror ran out. So I ended up having to cut, because that space was so small, I had to cut like brick size tiles and put at the bottom. And I'll show you a close up in just a few seconds. But look at this. Isn't it pretty? Now, I couldn't make it to the corner all the way, and that doesn't even bother me. I'm not going to try to insert any mirror there, but because it looks perfectly fine to me. But going down from the all the way to the floor, as you can see, I had to cut the little bricks at the bottom, and I'll show you here a little closer on this side. Okay, here. See the little the square rectangular brick at the bottom? So I had to do two of them on each side. And they were just 12 inches, and they're behind, goes behind the dresser as well. But look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? Simply, simply gorgeous. It's beautiful. I'm a little bit torn though, you know. I like both setups. This is a little bit more classy. It looks a little bit more richer. I think it elegant. But look at the before. It was gorgeous. It showed more of the furniture, and everyone loved playing in this mirror on their way out. Everyone would stop and just fix themselves, put themselves together. But what do you think? Did you like the before or do you like the after? I don't know which one I like the best, but right now I'm gonna go with the after. So you tell me which one's your favorite and which one you like the best. Well, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Bye.